Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Awashai Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Due to confusion of faith joined unto our ranks. The hopefully elect, the akwaf that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. Coming at you with another lesson. And what you're looking at on the screen was an instrument of death. Gonna do a little Yahweh Ratazah. The next sit down is gonna be like a short, my take on this movie. I highly suggest any person that's in the truth that believes to go see this movie. This is many of the things that you see in this movie I've heard and I've talked about from years. Some of the exact same things that I've said I would do if I ever got that power, that spiritual power on film for many a years was displayed in this movie. So I'm 144% sure that these directors and Hollywood directors have been watching the videos of the Great Millstone. All right, because this is the attitude that's going to be taken. This is not fantasy, it's reality. It just hasn't happened yet. All right, you're going to have 144 unstoppable beings that are going to be carrying out judgment. All right, but this lesson is not about that just yet, but it is about judgment. I was on the bus in transit trying to make it home. A Judite and an Ephraimite were having a conversation. They were sitting, they didn't see each other first, and they saw each other and they got up, dapped each other, gave each other love, started conversating. And then the Ephraimite talked about how his homeboy, his amigo, this dude named Papas, got blasted 15 times like 2 weeks ago here on the east side. And lots of things happen here on the east side all the time. But like I said, it doesn't get reported the same way. They report mainly because there's not enough Judites over here. There are Judah over here, but you got Judah in the Northern Kingdom and a few broke Edomites that couldn't move away. All right, and a bunch of retired firemen and policemen, the older ones. So they don't report the crime over here because it keeps their property value somewhat, But this guy Papas who got murked, he got hit 15 times. 15 times. And then the dude said that, he was on the ground begging for his life and they hit him in the face a couple times. So they stood over him. And from what the dude said, this was a dude who talked about God and Jesus all the time. But he had not the name. He had not the mark. He was not exempt from judgment, as according to Ezekiel 9:4. So let's go into and grab some scriptures. This isn't going to be a long lesson. And the first one that I'm going to get is the book of Jeremiah, verse 25 and 29. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished? Ye should not be unpunished. For I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith Yahweh of hosts. So, man, we're living in that time, man, where judgment is coming on the whole world, and it's definitely coming on the 2/3 of Israel. And the guy was talking about how Papas was just in his car praying over his food. Now, they both bought some food, and he went to eat it, and Papas stopped him, prayed over it first. But he's praying in the name of Cesare Borgia. It's probably why he had no covering. And then those spirits that created came for him. This is Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39. And I started 27. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned to evil. There be spirits created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. And in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So it appeases the wrath of the Most High God. Somebody needs to read these scriptures to Reverend Jerome Gay. Mr. Gay needs to read these scriptures, man. Because he's just another charlatan, another false prophet, you know, trying to come against the Hebrew Israelites and have no understanding, no judgment. You know, there's a scripture in Proverbs that talks about how the unlearned man speaks wickedly against judgment. Verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And they use the sword, the modern day sword is the gun. And you know, and they sent Amigo Papas to the spirit world. All right? And people will say, oh, that's not the God of the Bible. Well, what do you think I'm reading from? You know, if that's your mindset, you like cold. Stupid. Cold, you stupid. All right, this is Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh have not done it? So the Lord have done it. They say, and the Lord have not done it. The Lord's done it, man. Just like when the Lord sent those evil spirits, those left-hand side angels, to go take out King Ahab in Kings, the 22 and 19th chapter, somewhere around there. 1 Kings, I believe. Yeah, 1 Kings 22 and 19. All right. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So when the Lord puts a hit out on you, whether it be to wound you or to kill you and then to heal you, there's nothing that could stop it, man. Okay, punishment goes out regardless. You know, like the scripture says, when Yahushua was crucified, it said he died first for his own sins, then for the people. But that will go over, you know, Jerome's head as well. And the average, wacky-tacky Christian. All right? We're going to get one more scripture and close this up. This is Jeremiah 7 and 16. All right, he out there panicking because it's raining. It starts thundering and lightning. He don't like that. He the scariest looking, well, whining Salakia. This is 7 and 16. Jeremiah 7 and 16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. So, hey, you calling on Jesus and Jehovah, you know, and Yahweh, the Lord is not going to hear you, man. So with that, you know, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashim Abishai and Wa Abba Babal.